Hello everybody and welcome to Week 1, Game 1, Season 2 of the Overwatch Esports PS4 League. We are here for an excellent game today between Imperfect Gaming and Viral. And I am Lord of the Whale Lord, and I am joined today by Mega Mira. Mira, is there anything you're looking forward to today in today's game?
I'm looking forward to see how Imperfect Gaming plays. They're a new team, and I'm excited to see what they bring to the table.
Absolutely. A lot of these members are very new. We got a lot of new players coming in for Season 2. And Viral, though, is not a new team. They're back from Season 1. A-Shark leading the charge, and a lot of new faces on Team Viral, two of which are coming from Nebulous Rift, my team last season. So I'm very excited to see how Viral might have shaped up. They were very close to making it into the finals last season, and with the addition of new teammates, I'm hopeful that they will be quite powerful this season. So I'm sending it in, telling them, and we're just going to have to wait for them to ready up. But we are all good to go on our end, and I think the teams will be ready in no time.
Yes. All right, it's officially
first game of this.
There. Let's go.
Yeah. Stream sent in. So are you excited for this match? Excited for the first game of the season? New season?
I am. I'm excited to see over that long break how much all the teams, how much they just grew and stronger. I'm ready. Yeah, definitely. Without the preseason matches, it's hard to gauge where everybody strengthens. There was a long break for the teams that didn't make it into the finals. Yeah.
Because they had a week off, or 2 weeks off, because both the finals and the grand finals. All right, and it looks like the teams are ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and start us up, Mega Mira.
Let's do it. Let's start.
All right, Game 1. We are going to Nepal for our first match. Our control map, the Shamali Monks, watching over our first match of the season. Any predictions for how this map is going to go? Do you think Viral or Imperfect Gaming is going to have the edge?
I don't know much about Imperfect Gaming, but I've seen Viral. They're a tough team. They're tough to beat, so right now I'm just thinking they could win this.
I think that's definitely accurate to say. Viral has, in the past, played very well, and I think they've only improved since last season. We haven't gotten a chance to see Imperfect Gaming play, but hopefully, if they give Viral a run for it, they're definitely going to be a team to keep an eye on. So it looks like Imperfect Gaming is actually going in for a dive comp, which is not something we see a lot in this league, while Team Viral is going for the more standard brawl. They currently have two turret DPS, which I do not think they're going to be staying on. Jordan is not notorious for his Bastion play.
Move it, people. Give yourself to the rhythm.
Yeah, and there's the switch going in onto McCree and Genji. A more standard dive versus a standard brawl. This will be an interesting fight. It's all going to be about positioning and who gets the advantage of the first picks. But of course, Imperfect Gaming is going to make it to the map first, having those fast heroes. It's going in. Reinhardt swinging A-Shark, leading the charge for his team. DPS are behind, picking on the supports of Team Viral, and Team Viral is kind of getting pushed off the point. But that is the first pick going in the favor of Viral on the Tracer. McCree peeling for his supports in the backline, and this may very well be the start of Viral's take. But the fight is still going on, and that is 2 down for Viral, and I do believe that is going to be Viral taking the point, even if the fight goes on for a little while with the Genji. Mercy is down. Genji has built a Dragon Blade in first push, but he is going to die anyways. That is a very strong Genji to be building a Dragon Blade that fast. I'm not sure about the usage of it there, though. With only him alive, no supports on the field, is Dragon Blade really what you want to be using there? Both teams kind of balancing out for alt usage. Obviously, the Genji built his Dragon Blade incredibly quickly. That is legit. But now going back in, it looks like they have switched off into a double main tank hybrid comp. And that is both main takes down for the side of Imperfect Gaming. Viral is holding this quite effectively. Legit is doing work He's built another 40% on his Dragon Blade, but the McCree on the side of Viral is just too strong. Jordan McKenzie taking out both DPS. And A-Shark putting in the pressure they need up front to keep them from pushing back in. It's just clean gameplay here. But A-Shark going in, but he manages to get the shatter on his counterpart, Reinhardt. Ooh, and Jordan is found by the Storm Arrow. And with Hammer down, Imperfect Gaming is blowing a lot of ults here. Imperfect Gaming in that last fight, dropping the beat, using Hammer down and Primal Rage. 3 ults, 2 of which were their tank ults, very powerful ults in this game. And support ults. They don't have a defensive ults now going in for Brady's Graviton, which is worrying. They have managed to take the point for the first time, building it up, but... And that is already a pick! And the grab coming in for Viral. Viral is going to clean up the kills here. Dragon Strike arrows were used in that last fight, finding a pick, but after A-Shark gets the charge onto the Pepita and the grab coming in with the Dragon Blade, no defensive ultimate on the side of Imperfect Gaming, and they are living up to their name. This fight has been messy. They're doing well, their individual players are performing, but as a team we're seeing a lot of wasted ults, a lot of overcommitment to fights, and not a lot of restraint showed on the side of Imperfect Gaming. Now we do have several kills coming in for Imperfect. That is 2 down and a res, but we do have Alex going down once more. Hammer down coming in on Shark, and that will be Imperfect cleaning up this fight once more. Zarya stalling out for the last couple percent, but she is not going to be able to hold here. They do have a Pharah in the form of Jordan McKenzie sending in, spamming from choke, trying to get some damage down, switch off of that McCree, but...
Valkyrie's charging.
Imperfect Gaming is going to be holding the point for the time being. But Viral only needs to win one more fight, and with Rocket Barrage coming off a cooldown for Jordan, it's going to be a hard hit. They do have a support ultimate, and there is Brigitte down again. Jordan pops his ult, but he is not able to secure a kill without going down. He managed to get 1 kill, A-Shark taking out 2 with his massive hammer, and this may very well be Viral taking map 1. We have a Winston coming back in, Ken trying to stall out the point, Hammer down, charging in, taking out 2 with his pin, and Hammer down coming in, Dragon Blade coming in, and it is just the Lucio stalling for the last percentage, trying to keep the dream alive. But that is going to be Viral taking point 1 of this series.
Score 0.
Now, we have said this before, but Viral is an experienced team. They have been playing together. Brady and Jordan McKenzie have spent a lot of time together playing on Team Nebulous. And altogether, Viral bringing a very strong showing. I don't think we should count Team Imperfect Gaming out of this matchup yet, but they have a lot of work to do to be able to bring it back from this point. So what are you thinking, Megamir?
I'm thinking
after seeing that first match.
I'm thinking Viral is living up to the name. They've improved a lot from last season. I just hope Imperfect Gaming can, just come back up, make that comeback.
Yeah, I agree. I think we see a lot of ult usage being better on Team Viral than last season. Now, we see here, Imperfect Gaming is going for a strategy where they rotate all the way around, making that Orisa shield almost useless. Kenneth standing inside of it, giving his team shielding, pushing forward. Their Lucio does get trapped in the Junkrat bomb, and that is both supports down for Team Imperfect Gaming. And this may very well be the cap for Viral. Viral does take it. Jordan going down to the Storm Arrow, but it is not going to matter. That is a side battle, and multiple people going down. One thing I am noticing here is we do have Imperfect Gaming switching up onto a triple support lineup with a solo DPS. And their solo DPS is Widowmaker. So they're going for a brawl comp with a triple support. So very powerful comp, but Jordan McKenzie is able to find the better end of that trade, taking out Alex in the backline. Their only DPS. Kenneth being pulled onto the point now without his team. Junkrat and Roadhog in his face. His team is going to have to come on the point to protect him. But that between Jordan and Junkrat putting down those... Jordan and Twitch putting down that heavy damage from their two DPS, it's going to be a hard fight to win. Legit is still in it on the Brigida, still trying to rotate around point. But again, he is just in a world of hurt. Viral still holding the point. We are getting a little bit of trades. This is a long, drawn-out fight. Very messy. We're seeing back and forth, back and forth. We have several people down for both teams. Both teams coming in. Legit trying to pop his ultimate, but going down before it can go off. Hammer down coming down for Kenneth, but only finding one. He's getting focused down by the tanks and the support ultimate. But it looks like, in the end, Imperfect Gaming is going to manage to take that fight. Very drawn out, very hard. A lot of ults used on the side of Imperfect Gaming. But they do manage to flip it at 72% viral. That has his trap open on the right side. He's pushing it. Still are running this. And Dragon Air Strike Arrow comes through, takes out one, takes out the Brigida, which is a powerful pick in this fight. Especially when Brigida is still trying to build their first ultimate due to losing their last one. And they are making their way onto the point, getting multiple picks, and cleaning up the fight. And that is powerful. Good use of the whole hog there in the last fight. Good use of the Dragon Strike, zoning out, pushing him away. Excellent play on the side of Viral. Viral is not going to have any fights here though, coming in, or have any ults here coming into the last push. But neither is Team Imperfect Gaming. And Kenneth is once again hooked into the backline where he takes out Twitch on the Junkrat. A-Shark is in trouble here. He does not want to be standing in the middle of this tank line. Legit taking him out. Alex taking out Jordan on the opposite side. And that is going to be Imperfect Gaming's flip. Very good play there. Very clean engagement. Pushing into the Orisa shield. Alex finding his opposite in Jordan. Jordan now switching up onto the Genji, trying to find a better solution to taking out this Hanzo. And a Junkrat tire coming in from the right, but it is taken out by Alex once again. That is a powerful ult shut down. Kenneth going over the edge, still fighting in this front line, getting to hammer down multiple people down. Roadhog on the ground, Orisa on the ground, multiple tanks down, and that is going to be another successful hold by Team Imperfect Gaming. But Jordan got behind. He is on the point, trying to cap, trying to get a little bit of percent on there, trying to keep them on their toes. They have to pull back. They can't chase them into the spawn because Jordan is playing this back. Now Orisa coming back in, throwing down the ultimate. Jordan coming in, taking the kills. Twitch on the Hanzo. It's even right now, but Alex is taking out Twitch on his opposite member. And this is going to be a hard fight. But once again, Whole Hog pushes Legit off of the point, off of the map with his Whole Hog, ending what was again his first ultimate. Still getting no value out of that. But now Alex is fighting. It's 90-90. Alex is finding the picks that matter. He's getting his Storm Arrows, but Twitch is coming in with his own Storm Arrows. Takes down on both sides. Kenneth taking out teams, and this is just going to be a clean finish for Team Imperfect Gaming. Now that was a very impressive take back.
That was.
It was not looking good with them on 99%, and the other team only on about 30, but they managed to win a couple very decisive fights. You saw a lot of the byplay between Jordan and Alex and Twitch as they switched around trying to decide which DPS were the best to counter the others, and it was very impressive play all in all. If Legit hadn't have been pushed off the map so many times, had his ult shut down so often, I think we would have seen a much more decisive win there by Imperfect Gaming.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Now, going into this next map, Village, this is a very enclosed map, much more so than the last two. So we are going to see the Brawl Toms coming out on both sides, and with Jordan on the Doomfist, making use of those walls, he is very much going to be able to get, there's going to be a lot of damage coming out on this side. Twitch going in with Genji, dashing around. Kenneth trying to get the target. Twitch is going to go down to the enemy Moira. Very important pick, but we get a res on it by the Mercy. Mercy is going to lose her life by giving that res there, and Doomfist is going to have to pull out, and that is going to be Imperfect Gaming the first cast. Very decisive team fight, not engaging too heavily until the fight is over, getting the picks they need, and then playing defensively. Viral knows they cannot fight without their Mercy, knows they can't fight without that Genji, and has to back out. And looking at ultimates now, we do in fact have a Dragons already for the size of Team Imperfect Gaming, whereas Viral is still working on any ultimates. Jordan switching up off of the Doomfist onto the Pharah, trying to make them not seeing his opportunity to make picks. But that is a pin onto Brady. Brady is going to go down, but multiple people falling on the time of Team Imperfect Gaming. Dragon Strike coming in for Imperfect, and that might be the saving of the fight, but no. Viral is still in the fight, getting a good pin off the map, A-Shark, but is it going to matter when he's off the map and unable to help? Jordan coming back in, he's going to have to take out these tanks, take out this support. If they can't make this win happen here, it's going to be very bad time for Viral. And that is Imperfect Gaming making another push their own. They were in a bad place there at the beginning of that fight, but their tanks played very smart. And A-Shark going off the edge there with that pin was brutal in the push for Team Viral. Team Viral having a very hard time now. It looks like Team Imperfect Gaming is really kind of finding their own, finding their way of balancing the fight. Hammer down coming in, but it is blocked for one side and not for the other, and that is Imperfect Gaming cleaning up what may very well be the last fight. Jordan coming in with the barrage, but a team kill coming out on the back of Kenneth's amazing fire, Earth Shatter. Earth Shatter coming in there, blocking, Kenneth there, blocking A-Shark's Earth Shatter, and then landing his own is huge in that fight there, and that is Imperfect Gaming with map 1. Now, A-Shark doing an excellent job swinging into this Graviton, really bringing his own. I'm sure Twitch is a little salty there, not being able to get his play of the game from what was clearly his ult doing most of the damage. But that was excellent play on the side of both teams, and I don't think either team have anything to be sorry about there.
Yeah. Imperfect Gaming is playing really well for, like, the first time seeing them.
Definitely, definitely. I think, as we said at the beginning, if Imperfect Gaming is able to put up a fight against Viral, we know they're going to be a contender in this league. And they're definitely doing that so far. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch over to the next map. The next map is, of course, I know this because I'm a professional, and I check these things before the game starts.
Very much.
So I'm just talking right now, not to stall for time or anything, but because...
No.
You know, you got to build up to something like that. It is, of course, King's Row, a fan favorite map. In fact, I think everybody loves a bit of King's Row. We can all get behind that. So,
yeah.
For King's Row, waiting for the confirmation. What did you think of that last map with the performance on both sides of Viral and Imperfect Gaming?
I feel like Viral was playing really good, Imperfect Gaming played really good. They both played well, but like the first map was kind of a fluke because Viral immediately got it, but after that, like, something snapped with Imperfect Gaming and they just took it all from there.
I agree. I think Imperfect Gaming played very sloppily during the first map. Maybe they're not used to playing dive. They switched into that double main tank comp, and they didn't really have the ult usage necessary to win. But after that, they mounted their ults very effectively. Both teams were doing an excellent job of that, and managed to take the win. So, I'm very impressed with both teams so far. Exotic for cutie. Alright, just teams making a couple switches here, asking Imperfect if they need any switches, but I believe they may be good. Viral here making a switch, sending in Gond for Cutie. Now, we might see a different kind of comp coming out here, or we might just be seeing a different style of play. Gond does, of course, have his career profile locked, so we cannot check. And after this game, we are going to have to go through and count everyone's SR and make sure, because I forgot to do that at the beginning. But that is fine. I trust the teams are doing what they need to do, but we'll still go through and check after the match. Don't worry, guys.
Who do you think's going to take this one, Waylon?
It's hard to say. King's Row is a very good Widowmaker map. And as we know from the past, Jordan is a very powerful Widowmaker when he's having a good day, which is quite often. It's also good for Genji, another one of Jordan's favorites. But we don't know really what Alex might bring out here. We've seen him doing excellently in the last game, legit really bringing that Genji in the first push of the first game. So we could very well be seeing an upset with Imperfect Gaming taking map 2 as well. But I have seen Viral play King's Row before. It is one of their better maps, and I think they have a good chance for it.
Yes.
But thing is, King's Row is one of everyone's better map.
In my personal opinion, I think King's Row is a great Zarya map. I feel like if you have a good Zarya on this map, you can definitely take it all the way to the end. And I saw Imperfect have really good Zarya, so I feel like if they can play their cards right here, I feel like that could really help them take the whole map.
Definitely, definitely. Brady is playing the off tank for the side of Viral, and he does do a very good job. But Brady is an incredibly flexible player. So he doesn't get a lot of that specialization you see on other players like Jordan or A-Shark, where they play a lot of one hero, one or two heroes, so they get really good at their specific role. Brady is a flex on multiple teams and plays multiple roles depending on what is needed, so it's a little bit more up in the air as to how he will perform on any given role at any given time based on what he's been playing lately.
Yeah. I haven't seen much of Brady playing off tank. All I've really seen is DPS, but he was doing pretty good last game if he was a Zarya there.
Yeah, Brady plays a lot of DPS. He plays a lot of off tank. He plays he used to play off support for my team back when Nebulous Rift was around, and he's a very strong player. And it looks like he's on Hammond currently. Let's see if that changes. And we do have Alex here on the Widowmaker for Imperfect Gaming. Again, what we were worried about. We have a Mei coming out for Imperfect Gaming as well. We'll see if we keep that going into the fight. And it looks like we may very well, because they are coming out of spawn, and yes, they are still on the Mei coming out of spawn. So we are running Lucio and Mercy as supports, Mei and Widowmaker as DPS, and Brawl tanks for the tank lineup. On the enemy team, we do have a Hammond and a Widowmaker. We have Gond on the Zenyatta, and Triforce running an Ana. And Brady is making the switch onto Zarya, more standard tank for the Brawl comps we often see here. Now, Alex is going to get the better end of this first pick on Jordan, getting the headshot that he needs to get this fight in the advantage. A-Shark is cut off by the enemy Maywall, but is managed to keep up by his Ana. Very well played, putting those heals where they needed. And the Maywall once again trying to cut A-Shark off. Maywall very useful on these tight chokes with only one entrance. Now Brawl is trying to go in, trying to push, but Alex gets taken out, or Jordan gets taken out again by the Widowmaker. Triforce going down as well, and that is going to be Jordan switching on to the Doomfist. He does not want to play Widowmaker into this matchup. He does not trust his own abilities, and Brady is taken out by the Mei. Alex doing work in the backline, building a tac visor, or not tac visor, the other one, infrared sights, and is already giving his team lots of information on the enemy team. Now, with the Zenyatta and the Ana, those are two very unmobile, low mobility healers, and that gives the Ana a lot of shots to go for. Now, Maywall trying to trap him in, get the team into a position while they wait. Reinhardt throwing his shield, and once again, Alex is picking out Jordan in the middle of the fight. A-Shark going to go down here, A-Shark down as well, and without that shielding, there's another shot by the Widowmaker, another kill, and there is another one. Alex putting up the backline support this team needs. Their front line doing an excellent job. The Reinhardt and the Zarya putting the pressure on the front, keeping A-Shark from pushing through, and letting Alex do what they need to do. Excellent work on the Mei, trying to cut the team in half, giving them those opportunities they need. Twitch switching is still playing the Genji, and we do have an ult coming out for 2 ults, and that is Charge and that is Hammer Down and Blizzard coming out. Very powerful ults. Very good, well played. And if they are not able to deal with this Widowmaker, they are going to have a hard time getting any kind of pressure on here on first point. Again, legit looking for that Maywall, trying to cut A-Shark off. Does not quite get it this time. And someone is on point behind Genji diving into, Doomfist diving into the back line, trying to deal with the Widowmaker on the high ground, trying to entering into the duel, dropping, but it looks like, and he does manage to kill the Widowmaker, but it looks like that isn't going to matter with the Graviton coming in on point for Team Imperfect Gaming. Imperfect Gaming really coming into their own on this map, really showing that they know how to run comps, showing that they have strategies. Now, Kenneth is coming back from spawn now. They are not going to have their main tank going into this fight. Doomfist diving into the back once more, trying to get Alex. And Alex is down in the back. There is not going to be a res for this time. Doomfist trying to get in, but he does go down too. And res is going to come in on Alex. Doomfist down, Alex up, Kenneth coming back in, and this is going to be an even fight, if not an advantage for Imperfect Gaming. Imperfect Gaming is caught in a grab, but it is not going to matter due to Hammer Down coming in from Kenneth. We have another pin, another Blizzard coming in, but this is looking very much in favor of Imperfect Gaming for the time being. Hammer Down coming down, but not finding anything, and Alex still just in the back getting the picks that they need. Eve pulling out the Mercy pistol and taking out their counterpart on the Mercy, styling on them, and that is going to be a full hold on King's Row for Team Imperfect Gaming. Now that was very impressive play there. Using the Mei walls to cut him off, the Widowmaker to get the shots, and the tanks putting pressure on the front lines. Very well played on the side of Imperfect Gaming. I am very impressed with that hold. It's not a hold you see done often, especially on a map where Viral has performed well in the past. Now, if Viral can manage to full hold this point, they could, in fact, force a draw on this point. But it's a difficult map to do that on.
It really is.
And with Imperfect showing such a strong play on the first point,
Think you can keep up with me?
it's going to be a difficult one. Now, Jordan has opted to pick up Bastion in this first push. And this may very well be what he stays on since he's on defense. He is moving in with the Bastion, yes. Jordan, we will be seeing Jordan on the Bastion for King's Row. An interesting play to say the least. But if you look at the other team, 3 tanks, 3 supports, we know that, well, we know what this means. We are seeing the infamous GOATs come out on the side of Team Imperfect Gaming. And GOATs may very well be exactly what they need to do with this Bastion. Just roll straight through into the enemy team. They'll be very powerful. They see the Bastion. Do they see the Bastion? They're all playing around here. Moving in. They pass. Trying to get the surprise coming out from the side. And A-Shark down. Twitch is almost down. Jordan taking a lot of damage, taking a lot of aggro, trying to get the shots down. And Jordan is going to take down Triforce down as well. We have 3 people left trying to stall it out. 2 people left. 1 person. It's just the Moira trying to stall out, and Moira is going to go down, and that is going to be an easy map for Imperfect Gaming. Goat's play there was exceptional. Very easy. Goats do not need a lot of ultimates to work with. They wanted to make that game fast. They push in, take them out. This charge coming in, not finding anyone, but into the Graviton, swinging Reinhardt is so powerful. And that is going to be the kills Imperfect Gaming needed. Imperfect Gaming coming in with all of the cards, and that was a devastating win for Imperfect Gaming. Really showing their colors, coming in as a newbie into the scene. How many people do we have in chat currently, Megamir?
We have currently 21 people watching, 81 comments.
Ooh, what have they been saying? Let's go into the comments real quick. What have we been talking about?
All right, they've been talking about Widow skills.
Yeah, I believe that.
Well, there's a conversation going on about how Widow needs skill. All right.
Oh, you just click heads. Come on, Widow's easy character. Try playing Bastion.
Goats makes up an uncoordinated team.
I would disagree with that. I think Goats is incredibly powerful, but you have to roll together. You have to play off of each other. It's not the easiest thing in the world to pull off, especially going against a team that's very organized. Viral knew what they wanted to do there. They wanted to use that Bastion. They wanted to try to burn through them. But with how many tanks and shields and defensive abilities they had, they were just very easily able to overpower the setup for Team Viral. Like, Imperfect Gaming. Just very good setup on that.
Aim assist, PogChamp. Widowmaker annoys me more, to be honest. Goat sleeper AF, but it's Overwatch. Oh, everyone's just saying GG and hi now.
Yeah. Very good. Very good game so far, I have to say.
It really is.
It's been, like, that last map was a little bit one-sided, but we've seen some good pushes coming in from Viral, and Viral is going to be making a switch onto Cloud off of Jordan McKenzie. So we are going to see some switches. We also have Legit being switched out for Charo Haha. I'm going to call it Haha. So Haha coming in.
It's only like...
Or should I just call him Char?
I feel like Char's better than just going haha.
Haha, they're doing good.
I feel like this is only the first game of like season 2, and Imperfect Gaming is already setting like a reputation for themselves, you know?
Yeah, Imperfect Gaming definitely setting the bar high for themselves. They're going to have to perform very well. Alex definitely standing out as a star for their team, but Kenneth doing an excellent job on that Reinhardt as well. We've seen him blocking shatters and getting very good shatters, very devastating engagements. Don't want to undersell their tanks. And Flivburm. Flivbur has been doing an excellent job as well. Like, I think that's their Zarya, right? Am I crazy? Was that who was playing Zarya? Was it One Shot Man? I don't know. I might be crazy, but
Yeah, they were the Zarya, I'm pretty sure, because all their hours are on Zarya. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the next map?
Next map is going to be Hanamura, I believe.
What are your thoughts on Hanamura? Who do you think is going to take that one?
Hanamura is going to be a difficult map. Again, another very good Widow map. Another very good map for long-range heroes. That's not Hanamura.
That's Horizon.
Alright, and let me just make sure that it is Hanamura that we are looking at, because I don't want to be wrong here. Yeah, Hanamura is next, then Rialto. Okay. So, both teams are ready to go, and we are going to launch into this. You know, but I think what's really not being talked about here, which is the important part, is why Team Imperfect Gaming is winning so far, and that is because they have all matching icons for the Houston Outlaws.
Oh, no.
And really, we all know that if you want to start strong at the beginning of the season, Houston Outlaws is where it's at. Just don't play them in mid to late season. They kind of fell off.
I would disagree. Houston Outlaws is not. That's not the way it goes. Nope. It's all about Soul Dynasty. That's how you win.
I don't think Soul Dynasty did anything last season.
It's all about representing. It's all about. Okay. It's all the thought that counts. Okay.
It's all the thought that counts. I don't know. Houston was #1 for stage 1. I mean, they started doing really poorly after that. But stage 1, Houston Outlaws were the team to beat.
Redemption.
Show some respect. Up the ante, my boys.
You know, maybe if Viral had Soul Dynasty icons, they'd be winning now.
Maybe they'd be winning.
We shall prove ourselves in glorious
Very possible, very possible.
combat.
So we do have a Farah coming in on the side of Imperfect Gaming here. It's going to be interesting to see how Viral chooses to deal with this. Viral does look like they're going with a dive. Twitch on the Genji. Cloud is going to be on the Doomfist for the time being. And we'll see what happens when they start. They do not have anything to do with this Farah currently. They might need to make a switch, but we'll see what happens. Monkey jumping into the back, Pin coming in, getting the monkey, spinning him into the wall, and that is going to be... Alex is already down for the side of Team Imperfect Gaming, and that is a very powerful A-Shark going down, but both DPS are down for the side of Imperfect Gaming, and we are going to get the res on A-Shark. This is powerful, very strong push, very strong showing coming in from Team Viral here today. We have multiple people down, and this is the end of this fight for Imperfect Gaming. It's just a matter of how long it takes them to play. The answer is not very long. With 3 minutes still on the clock, it looks like Viral is going to manage to take point 1, and they are moving in on point 2.
New defense point.
Already their Winston is in the back, battling, or in the back of the point, trying to get some chip damage, and they are going to go in right now, dropping onto point, doing an excellent job. They are a little split up here, but diving into the background onto the Hanzo, he does pop Primal Rage and takes out the Hanzo. Cloud is going to go down here, but how much is it going to matter? Self-destruct comes out, but does not find anybody. A-Shark still getting picked, taking out Eva, and a B-Trap comes down on the side of Viral. Self-destruct, finding Chara, and that is going to be devastating. Dragon Blade coming in for Twitch, Kenneth going down, Livber trying their best on that Diva, trying to stall it out, and Mercy is going to get taken down once again. Chara is going to have their self-destruct and manage to get 1 kill, but it's still very bad. It's still very bad. It's hard to tell who will win. I think Viral should have this, but it is very possible that the respawns will come in just right, and we'll be able to see Team Imperfect Gaming taking it back. Yes, and it is shifting in the favor of Team Imperfect Gaming, and that is going to be a successful hold, I believe, if this fight does not. But respawns are coming in for Team Viral now, and they are still on point. They are still continuing this fight, and that is Eve going down. Liver getting 2 though. We do have 2 getting picked off right away for Team Imperfect Gaming, and Imperfect Gaming is again going to get more picks with the self-destruct. Carno going down, A-Shark getting rezzed up.
I'm taking the point.
This has been a long fight, a hard fight for both teams, but it looks like Imperfect Gaming has managed to stabilize, and that could have been a big deal for Viral. Very strong pick. But if you look now, Viral does have a lot of ults to work with. Gaunt getting picked off by Alex. That's a big stagger. But
Time to raise my APM.
hopefully, with how many ults Viral has and how few ults Team Imperfect Gaming has, this may very well be Viral taking the point anyways. It's just a matter of time. If they can get in before before Imperfect Gaming can build up some ults. And that is really the question, whether they will give Imperfect Gaming the chance to build ults for lead, or if they'll go in quickly and use their ults to win their fight. Twitch going down, but Alex gets taken out as well. Self-destruct on point, dropping Diva Bomb. Dropping Bubble to block it. Don is down, and Lucio is down on the other side. Lucio is going to get rezzed by Triforce, very strong on the Mercy there, and a Coalescence is coming in on the side of Imperfect Gaming. Imperfect Gaming trying their best to use their ults to their effectiveness as they are building ults, and like I said, Imperfect Gaming is going to manage to build the ults they need and get the picks they need to win this fight once again. And that is, Viral did not engage quick enough, did not get the kills they needed fast enough, and Imperfect Gaming managed to build up some ults and take the fight back. So far, a very strong showing on both sides. Viral showing they're not going to go down easily, but because they lost their first game does not mean they're out of this. And it looks like a Dragon Strike is going to go straight through the middle, but it is not going to find anyone. Oh, but Twitch and Triforce are both taken down by the Hanzo. Char is going down, and the self-destruct comes out, taking out Flip. This Diva Bomb is going to be very important, and it does not find anyone. We have a lot of picks here coming in for both sides. Brady is going to go down to the Hanzo, and this Hanzo really making the most of this game, really pushing them back, finding picks that his team needs to win, and has another Dragon Strike, which he sends right down the middle after taking out Cloud. He just used Dragon Strike, and Alex is already 35 on another. He's using those storm arrows correctly, getting the damage down he needs, and again, 50%. Twitch going down in the main. Brady looking for alt charge, trying to get back into max, trying to make something work. 2 minutes left on the clock, and they are still engaging in these long fights. Viral needs to be engaging in short engagements where they win or lose. These long, drawn-out fights are very much favoring Team Imperfect Gaming as the defensive players. They're burning a lot of time off the clock and not getting a lot of value out of it. They have 0 ticks on second point, and Imperfect Gaming is still building ults. Char there is messing up his Diva Bomb a little bit, putting up the wall, blocking it off. But his ult is going to come in with another Dragon Strike arrow. But the kills are coming in for both sides. We have 2-2. It's still an even fight. Spawns do, of course, favor Imperfect Gaming, and with these kills coming in, Imperfect Gaming is once again going to hold. But very back and forth so far. Imperfect Gaming has kind of dominated the defenses more so. When you have these fights where it's a pick here, a pick there, it very much favors the defense, because the longer the defense can burn off the clock, the less pushes the offense gets to make.
See through the
60 seconds remaining.
Time to raise my APM.
Playing is very spread out. They can afford to do this because their team is so mobile with their running dive tanks.
marked by the dragon.
Now Cloud's going in for the Hanzo, trying to get the picks, trying to build results, trying to do the same thing Alex is doing on the other team. And Char almost has another movement as well. With multiple ults coming in for the side of Viral, and not really finding anything at the moment. We do have one down for Viral, 2 down for Imperfect Gaming though. This could perhaps be the push that makes the difference. There is 3 down for Imperfect Gaming. Viral going to have to hide from himself a shot. They are going to lose Gone there. I'm not sure how that happened exactly, but the switch onto the Hanzo may very well have been what they needed. But only the tanks on. We have Char messing up their Mei ult there, throwing it into a barrier. Is not going to be able to pass into the rest of the team, and it is very back and forth. Who's going to win? We do have 50% on the map on the board for Viral, which is not a bad push. We have another Dragon Strike coming in for Alex. Eva coming in, that is going to get Emax. Gone going down, and that is going to be Team Imperfect Gaming holding point 2.
Round 1 complete. Score 0-1. Switching sides.
Oh. Imperfect Gaming there, really showing what they have with those DPS players, building those ults very quickly. Tanks stalling out excellently, buying time for their supports and their DPS to get back. Very well played on the side of Imperfect Gaming. They may have lost it after that first push if it wasn't for how well they played. But Viral, despite their quick tank of point 1, were not in fact able to capture point 2. But that does not mean it's over. This is an assault map. 2CP, notorious for holding when you really have no right to do so. And also notorious for losing fights even when you really should hold them. This is very much still a match to be seen. We'll have to see how Imperfect approaches this first point, and then how they deal with second point. Imperfect Gaming is currently on a Symmetra. Let's see how long that sticks around for.
Alright.
3 DPS with the Symmetra, and their no main tank. But main tank switching back, and Symmetra probably going to be switching here as well. I have my guess. And
Switching to a Widow.
On to Widowmaker. And we have kind of a hybrid comp coming in for the side of Viral, playing the Reinhardt, playing the Diva. They have a Mei and a Torbjorn as the DPS. They are not going to have a lot to deal with this Pharah though. Pharah is a very strong counter for Torbjorn. Kenneth is taken out thanks to that Mei wall. Mei blocks off Kenneth and blocks him. But Char is able to take out Gon's turret in the back there.
Back into the fray. Barrier won't hold forever.
And Twitch as well taken out by the Widowmaker. Widowmaker finding the angles they need, getting the headshot on that support. Very powerful. And now they're going to come in. Freezing coming in. Headshots coming all around. One Shot Man is taken out on the Lucio, but it is not going to matter. Cloud taking the fight onto point, but Alex is going to manage to secure the kill onto Cloud. A very powerful stall hero, and with Gone going down as well, that is going to be a very fast point 1 for Team Imperfect Gaming. Still being stalled out by Brady, making this actually a slower cap than Viral had originally. So we're going to have to see what Viral is able to do with that time they bought. 50% on the point. If they can get over 53%, they are going to be map winners, and that is going to be 3 out of 5. If Team Imperfect Gaming can win this next fight, can win this next map, they are the winners for our Game 1 of Season 2. But it looks like Viral is not going to let that happen too easily, already securing kills, already taking out their first push, which is usually the strongest push on a 2CP map. So Now it's going to be much more difficult for
Such
Team
potential.
Perfect Gaming to get in here and secure the kills they need. Twitch on that Ana, playing very defensively now, having been taken out once by the Widowmaker, but it looks like they are going to push onto this high ground, rotating onto this high position, trying to get the damage they need, and Hammer Down comes in for A-Shark. A-Shark is going to manage to get one kill at the very least on Kenneth, and Dawn is down for their team death. He is still battling, pushing them back, and with that, he may have persuaded them to not engage yet. But Alex is going to take out Brady before getting taken out himself by Cloud. A Graviton comes in, but no one is there to follow up. Only the Ana gets caught. The Reinhardt still managed to get the kill that he needs, and that is going to be another hold for Team Viral, albeit a messy one. But with Graviton off the table for Team Imperfect Gaming, that is a very important fight to win.
I am your shield.
My ultimate is charging.
This is my will.
Pushing up there in the high ground. Kenneth is trying to get the pick. Alex taking out Twitch in the back. A charge coming through. Is not going to find anyone, is going to find Dawn. And a Dragon Strike arrow taking out A-Shark. They have many people on the point. Triforce is going down. Brady is self-destructing, managing to take two, and getting the rematch. Cloud is coming in on the Genji, trying to make this happen. Twitch is getting the nano boost onto him. Multiple kills coming in. Very important fight to win there, and it looks like they managed it. Very good play with the self-destruct and the Dragon Blade and the nano boost. But that is a lot of ults to be using on one push. They needed it, definitely. But is that really what you want to be investing when you have to full hold this point to be able to pull the victory?
Time to raise my APM. Bunny hop.
I have spotted the enemy.
Booster on. Get through this.
They're coming in to support. The Hammer Down comes in, but it does not find anyone. A-Shark not finding anyone, but Kenneth still being taken out by the enemy Moira. Pushing out from their area, they're able to get, it might be able to get a kill here, but with their main tank down, it does not look like Imperfect Gaming is going to be able to push in here. Pulling back around the corner, they are not going to gauge, not giving them ult charge. But if you look at these ult percentages on the side of Imperfect Gaming, they have 3 ults ready. Graviton is coming up already on 80, and Viral only having their Molten Core. It's very important that Viral gets in here. Twitch taken out by the Dragon Strike though, and Molten Core is not going to be able to come out due to the fact that Hammer Down came down on the side of Imperfect Gaming, and Imperfect Gaming is going to be able to take it without much congestion on the point because they were too busy fighting on this low ground. Splitting up there and getting caught out one at a time was the death for Team Viral, and we do have a victory. Map 1, or Game 1, Week 1 is going to go in favor of Team Imperfect Gaming. Alright, so why don't we get some people in here and do some interviews real quick before the end. Now, I think, obviously, for Team Imperfect Gaming, we are going to want to pull Alex and their Captain Kenneth. Should we... Megamira, you're one of the admins.
Yes.
Should we be interviewing the losing team as well to see what they have to say?
Yeah, we always interview both teams.
Okay, so who do you think we should interview off of Team Viral?
Are we not going to do the 4th map?
Didn't they already 3... Oh, they got a 4-0 them, don't they?
Yeah. Isn't
They
always
they
do 4th?
won, but we still have to do for map differential. You are correct.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Sorry, I got ahead of myself there.
You're fine.
I forgot about map differential. Ooh.
I was
But
gonna say, man.
going into Rialto.
But definitely for the end, I would say we definitely need to interview A-Shark and Brady from Viral.
Okay.
And from Imperfect Gaming, I would say Kenneth and I want to hear the
Alexi.
Zarya. Oh, you want to hear?
I kind of want to. I want to see Alexi, having been their first game, really pulling it out on that Widowmaker, playing the Hanzo incredibly well. I think, at least for this first game, we need to hear what they say. After that, after the first game, of course, in Perfect Gaming, we can switch around who we're interviewing, trying to get some of the other people. But he was really the star of those first 3 maps, so definitely deserves an interview.
Yes, we can do that. I'm fine with that. I'm down.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so are you thinking Viral's gonna get the 4-0 here, or do you think they have a chance of taking this map?
I think they very much still have a chance. They're not playing poorly. They just need to play better. You know, they're not, and that sounds bad, but they're not doing poorly. They're doing a good job. They're getting a little frustrated, I think, and they're having a hard time. But that last map really showed that they can fight and compete on an equal footing with this enemy team. They just need to get the picks. Build the ults, and use the ults when they need them. They just need to be all around putting more pressure on the enemy team.
I agree. I feel like if they get in the correct headspace, I feel like they could definitely take this map. But I just feel like
I do not feel this is super one-sided, but
I just feel like after that first map, like the loss just like went to them, and it was just like all downhill from there. I feel like if they
yeah, you're definitely right. Especially after 2 losses in a row, it's hard to keep your head in the right space. Yeah. So. But we didn't see that so much on the third map. Third map was very close. They played very well on that first point, especially going into the second point. They tried their hardest. So I don't think they're getting super beaten down yet. This 4th map is really going to determine. We're going to be able to see how they're playing, knowing that they're going to be taking the loss for this first game. How that's going to affect their gameplay in this next round is really going to be important. But if they keep strong, I think they might be able to take the 3-1 and not get the 4-0.
Yeah. I feel like Viral's a great team. They can definitely take this.
Absolutely. But Imperfect Gaming definitely showing what they're made of here. Showing off some incredible DPS play, some really strong tank play. Very impressive. And see more from them. Imperfect Gaming. Houston Outlaw fans, I'm in. All right, and we are ready to go for this last map of the game 1. What other games do we have going on today? We have the Busan versus Golden Lions, which you're going to be playing in, and I will be commentating later.
Oh, okay.
So I'll see you all back here for that. Yeah, I have to do more than 1 game a day.
Oh.
They originally had me scheduled to do 3 games today.
Oh man.
But they switched it up.
That's good. I feel like 3 games might be a little much. I feel like 2.
3 games is a little much. It's hard on my voice. I talk a lot.
Yeah. Especially during battle, you're just like rolling with it. It's just like, man.
Yeah, it hurts my throat after a while, so I don't think I need to do 3 games. I need that little break.
Yeah. Well, you got a good couple of. Oh man, my bad. You got like a good bit before the Lions game, so that's good.
Yeah, definitely. I have some time to rest my voice, take some drinks of water. Pretty much anytime I stop talking, though, it's because I'm taking a drink.
Yeah.
Almost exclusively. So now we do have Team Twitch on the Team Twitch, Team Viral, Team Twitch. You know them. Those Twitch guys.
That's my favorite.
Team Viral is going to be on the attack first here, looking like they're going with a pretty standard brawl setup. Brady on the main tank this time. A-Shark running the Zarya, and it looks like we are going to see a very similar comp coming in from Imperfect Gaming. Imperfect Gaming, of course, is having Char. They are going to be playing that Pharah still, putting damage down, trying to get Cloud off of his high ground as the Hunter. And we'll see how much area they're willing to give Team Viral for free here. They do have to choose their movement. They're closing on this point. Holding around this corner is a very strong choice. They're able to bounce in, they'll bounce to cover. But that is 1 down already on the side. 2 down! Gond is getting 2 kills already for the side of Viral. Gond, their Lucio player, showing why the Poppy Frog Boy is Poppy Frog. I don't know. He's doing stuff. It's impressive.
Yeah, I heard Happy Frog and I really confused. I was like, alright.
Happy Frog Boy, you know.
Happy Frog Boy.
Look at him. Look at him hop around. Look at him go.
My name.
Now we have Viral pushing very far forward here, trying to keep the pressure on, and they manage to push it almost all the way. Chara is going to pop an ult, get one, but he is going to get stunned out of his ult before he manages to get any more than that. Pin coming in for A-Shark. A-Shark is going to take himself and Kenneth out of this battle, but I don't know what to call that. SS? SS is going to come in with the Dragon Blade and probably end this push for Team Viral. Yes, and with the Mercy, Alex on the Mercy here. I haven't noticed this yet. I'm sorry. Alexi playing the Mercy, coming in, giving him the shot. Char getting 2 here, and then getting the res on serial number 805263.
I will not waste this opportunity.
805263 is doing an excellent job here on the Genji. Char flying above the buildings, really putting pressure on them with the Pharah, keeping them from being able to push in on full strength. Kenneth setting up a front line, but it looks like A-Shark is going to push around before a Grav comes in. A Grav barrage there is going to end the push for Team Viral. High Noon does get used on the side of Cloud there. Cloud managing only to pick up 1 at the end of the fight. It's not super powerful, use of a very strong ultimate if used correctly. But with the Genji and the Pharah, it is going to be difficult for him to get any value out of that. Cloud sticking on the McCree for the Pharah, trying to take him out of the sky, shoot the bird out of the sky.
No payment required.
Grab coming in, only going to catch 1, but not going to matter. Those are going to be the ones they need. Dragon Strike is going to be able to take out multiple. Not Dragon Strike, the other one, Dragon Blade. And Sliver is going to be solo defending this point, and if they can make this push happen right now, while the Reinhardt is behind, and no! Reinhardt comes in, manages to get the pin onto Gound, Triforce goes down. We have multiple people dying on the side of Team Viral. Team Viral looking very rough here. 40 seconds to go. Another ult coming in from Chair, but Chair is only going to get Brady before getting cut out of the air by A-Shark's laser beam. Point that laser pointer at the Pharah. But the res is going to come in for the Bird Lady, and Rocket Queen is once again up in the air, and that is going to be a very hard push now. They have to regroup and push in for this last fight. Hammer Down coming in is finding 3, but 805263 is going to deflect the High Noon, which could have been game ending. ELO Cloud is going to switch on to each Tracer, and another Graviton coming in. 2 Gravitons coming in here for both teams. Another Dragon Blade, but it looks like this may very well go in favor of Team Imperfect Gaming here, holding first point. We are seeing Cloud stalling on the Tracer to the best of his ability, but it is not going to matter. A very strong performance coming in here from Team Imperfect Gaming.
0-0. Switching sides.
I feel like Viral could definitely hold this. They have a chance of holding it.
Viral has a chance of holding it, but it's going to be a hard fight for them. Holding this first point is very possible, but definitely not the norm. They did get it right up to the end, so that's a strong push for not taking first point. So there's a good chance Viral has here, but it's going to be a fight, no matter what.
Enough waiting around. Let's get out there.
Where does it hurt?
Now we see again, Brady is going to be playing that main tank on the right arc, while A-Shark is going to be on Diva this time, trying to put a little bit more pressure on that Pharah would be my guess. They are running double hit scan here. I think they are really switching into a comp to try to deal with Pharah in the air.
Yeah, because that Pharah just wasn't being punished last time.
Yes, definitely. Had way too much freedom. And Pharah is flying above this building, trying to get the best shots that she can. Trying to put shots into the... Yep, and there's one down. That's the first hit scan DPS down. And there's the other two going down with 8-0-5-2-6-3 coming in and getting 3 kills instantly on the Doomfist, the uppercut, and the seismic slam. Punch made possible by the damage put in by Char on that Pharah. Now they are going in hard, taking out Brady. A-Shark in a bad place is demeched by the enemy Pharah. Pharah still putting down a lot of pressure before the hit scan DPS can come back in and try to get them. And Cloud and Char are going to trade, but with the Mercy on one side, Char is going to get back up. Gond is behind, riding those walls, trying to contest the payload, trying to get the picks. Twitch coming in with the high noon. High noon is going to find 8-0-5-2-6-3, but is it going to matter here? They are still holding, but with 3 minutes left on the board, and that is a powerful self-destruct, taking out both the hit scans on the side of Team Viral. Team Viral is in a rough place here, popping support ultimates, trying to keep this push alive. Gone 99 on the drop the beat. He drops the beat, and more ults coming in for both sides. We see Brady taken down there by Kenneth's Primal Rage, before we have Cloud coming in on the Soldier with his attack visor, but it is not going to matter. The tanks for Team Imperfect Gaming are playing too well, playing too hard. Brady and Triforce are going to be forced to stall this out together, but Char is going to take out Triforce behind Brady's shield. This has been an extended fight. Viral doing an excellent job of staggering in, keeping their spawns alive, keeping their dream alive, trying to hold this place, but are they going to have the power to push back into this, to ever set up a winning fight? That is the question. They might be able to solve this out, try to get this into overtime, but without being able to use powerful ults, how well are they going to be able to do this? Twitch going down here, or Twitch may very well go down here. Gone going down. Twitch managed to take out Kenneth, but 8-0-5-2-6-3 is going to manage to get the kill, with Alex getting the res on Kenneth, and that is going to be the win for Imperfect Gaming. 4-0 in their first match of their first game of their first season. Very well played. Char really showing their skill on that Pharah. Really showing that you can play as many hit scans as you wanted to me, and I'm still going to do my job.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Did an excellent job playing those sightlines. Alright, why don't we go ahead and get the interviews in here.
Let's do it.
Let's do them one at a time.
Alright. You just got invited by the group?
Yep, that's the plan.
Who are we gonna do first?
Let's go ahead and do Viral first, see what Viral has to say. Yep, Viral's gone. I'm going to invite Brady.
Alright, let's do it.
I'm going to be inviting, nope, they're gone. They're gone. They got off. All right, we're going to be inviting Imperfect Gaming's team then. So I'm going to be inviting Alex, and
All right.
I can't invite Kenneth.
I can invite Brady.
Oh, because he's already in a group.
I invited Brady, and oh. Alright.
All right, we got Kenneth.
Alright, there we go.
Hey, Kenneth.
Hello?
Hey, any way we can get Alex or Alexi in here too?
Yeah,
Sounds
Alex
good.
is...
All right.
He's here.
All right, sounds good. So we just have a couple of questions for you going into this first game of first week, season 2. How'd you guys feel about your first game in the league?
I think we started kind of shaky at the beginning. We were like a bit nervous and stuff, but after that we just got it together and were able to pull the win. So
yeah,
we are happy, we are excited, and the hype is over. The season is
absolutely.
now.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree that your first push, you looked a little shaky trying to go onto that dive, which you performed very well on later, but we're just a little shaky right at the beginning. And then you saw switching into that double main tank comp. I think you stayed on that for too long. You didn't have useful ultimate on the off tank. But I think overall, your performance today was very good. I think you definitely have, everyone here has room to improve, but very strong start coming out from Imperfect Gaming.
Thank you.
The other thing I wanted to mention was, the one thing I was noticing was legit, both built a Dragon Blade before anyone else had built any alts in that first fight, which was amazing. And then he died with it, using it right at the end of that team fight that you had so completely lost, and it just hurt me.
The funny part about that is like we were just talking about, oh, we're gonna use this blade for the next fight, and then he dies with the blade. Like it was.
I know it was brutal, and I was watching it, and it hurt me because I was looking at it, and he popped alt, and I was shocked that he had it at all.
Yeah, he was just into it because he built it so fast that he just got excited. And
Definitely. It's playing that first game. You got to get used to that. You got to control your alt usage. But I think all in all, you guys did a very good job. And then again in the next game, I want to bring this up. Legit was killed like 3 times while trying to activate his ultimate on Brigitte. Every time he popped Rally, he was pushed off the edge or like caught by a Widow headshot. Or,
he was very unlucky in that.
It was brutal, and it wasn't his fault. But it was very entertaining match. You guys really pulled it together, really showed what you guys were made of.
Thank you.
And of course, Alexi, I don't know what you want to go by. Your call.
You can call me Alex.
All right, Alex. Really shown what you're made of. Played that great Widowmaker, played that amazing Hanzo. But I think what we really all want to talk about here was that Mercy play in the last game. That's really where you shined, I think.
Even though you guys don't believe me, I'm a support main.
Yeah, no, you.
So,
I'm not joking. You did do a really good job on that Mercy. You definitely had a huge impact on both Hanzo and on Widowmaker, both in the King's Row game and the Hanamura game.
Oh yeah.
Really showing your strength there. Is there anything you want to say about the team, enemy team, like how you were playing? How do you feel about it? This game today?
I mean, I mean, they were really good. And in Hanamura, they were really, really just going for me. So I kind of felt like oppressed in a way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, definitely.
they did a really good job to just get me.
Yeah.
They definitely did.
You
a very
were
good job.
doing excellently building those dragon strikes. Like I was talking about it, you sent one down the middle, like right after you had built one the last fight, and then by the time the fight ended, you had another 50% on that dragon strike arrow, and it's just.
Yeah. I really like Hansel.
It's
He's
brutal
fun.
when you're building alts that fast. It really is.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Very impressed. Just wanted to say, Imperfect Gaming really came in with a splash. Keep up the good work, and I'm sure you guys will have a great season ahead of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
All right.
we want to say good game to Vital.
They did really good.
I think most of the games were actually way closer than it looks on the score, because we barely hold to like I think Hanamura was very close. This one here, we barely hold it. It was very close in some fights. So we want to give props to Vital. It was a really
fun game. Yeah, it was a fun.
Viral is a strong team. They do well.
Yeah, it is.
Viral has a tendency of doing just a little bit worse than whatever team they're fighting. Like they're good. They are good at the game, but they just sometimes they just a little bit underperform, and it's just a little disappointing. But I think Viral is an excellent team. You guys really showed your stuff coming in with the Imperfect Gaming. We are going to bring in some of Viral and do an interview with them as well. I'm sure they have a lot to talk about. It's hard to take that first loss when they're trying to rebuild the new roster.
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
a pretty good roster, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Clouds is amazing. HR could have good fight in the main tank position.
Definitely. I think the tanks on both sides were doing a really good job.
Yeah. The tank play was high level in both sides. Like the tank play was like I had to really get into the mind game with the opposing tanks because it was getting very intense.
Yeah. There was good charges from A-Shark. I think you did an excellent job blocking and then landing. Your shatters were very good on both sides. Very impressive play from both teams. We could talk all day about how well everyone did. I could talk about 805263 and
we call it SS.
Okay, SS.
Yeah.
Char did an excellent job on that. Pharaoh really showing their strength. Playing into double hit scans is not easy, but they really showed what they were made of there. So, all in all, very impressive. Thank you for joining us, and we're going to go ahead and invite Viral in and talk to them now. So, thank you for your first game.
You wanted to stay, or they're going to have like the space?
Oh, no, we'll interview them separately. So.
Okay, all right. That's fine.
Right.
Good game, guys.
That was great.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Good game.
Good game.
See you.
Alright. Viral.
I don't know who this is.
Brady needs us to make a party for him to talk with us for some reason. He wants us to make a party for that. Alright. Go ahead. Who is this? Well, I was just about to invite them. Alright.
Hey, sorry about that. I had to get off my hotspot, so.
No problem. Can we invite Yellow Clouds real quick?
I can try if I have him.
I'm back.
Oh, A-Shark's here. That's fine. We'll use the A-Shark. All right, welcome. Welcome.
Howdy.
Yeah.
We're still on stream. Be aware, we are doing interviews. So, how'd you guys feel about that first game going in?
You first, Shark.
Not that good. Our first map, we felt really confident going into it, but
Yeah, you played
kind of
really
just
well in that
dwindled
first
as we
round.
went well.
Mhm.
We are disappointed, but feel like we could do better.
Absolutely, I agree. Talking to Imperfect Gaming, we already did, and they were saying how they felt that that game was a lot closer than it looks based on the score.
I would agree with that.
They felt that you put up a very good fight on several points, several pushes were very strong, and they held on by like the edge of their teeth. And I think you guys did an excellent job. They just played a little bit harder, and sometimes that's just what happens.
Yeah, well, on the fights that they won, it was tended to be by like one or two men just live, and
Definitely.
it tended to be
just
the Mercy pocket in a
picks.
tank.
Mm-hmm. Just a couple more picks.
Same thing really goes for us. We won by like one of our tanks or our DPS being alive on most of our fights.
Definitely. I think that play by Alex was very hard to handle.
Yeah.
Getting those picks early in fights, it was just brutal. Like you were having a really hard time. You couldn't drop your shield in the King's Row game because anytime you drop your shield, you would lose a support or a DPS. Every time.
Yeah, and you have to drop it at one point to walk forwards quicker.
You got to engage, and that was definitely a hard matchup. I think Imperfect is really showing their colors as a staple and someone to beat. But I do not think you guys did badly against them. You know, you got a new lineup, trying to work in new players. I think you have some very strong players. It's just going to take a little bit more time to get the synergy and to balance the ult usage and to just improve overall as a team. I think there was a lot of very good plays in there. You just need to keep working and improving, and you'll get there. You know, same as last season. You guys are a good team. You just gotta take your time. You know.
Yeah.
So Brady, I wanted to talk to you for a second.
Oh boy.
How did you feel on that off tank role? It's not a role we've seen a lot out of you in this league, which is why we brought you in as the person to be interviewed.
Off tank is one of my more comfortable roles. Today I don't know what it was. I wasn't playing my usual level of Zarya. So like on King's Row and on Nepal, I couldn't stay above like 50 charge. I couldn't get any damage done.
Yeah.
And it was just a rough day. But like
I think
off tank's one
of
of my
that,
more comfortable roles, and I usually do a lot better job than I did today.
Absolutely. I think a lot of why you were having trouble with the charge in King's Row and stuff was the DPS they were using. Having that Mei, having that Widowmaker, the DPS they put in is a lot more controlled, and it's a lot harder to build charge off of DPS like that.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to switch to D.Va on King's Row, but at the same time I knew Shark wouldn't do as well with the Rein D.Va as it would with the Rein Zarya.
And so especially with that Mei, it's hard to say what you want to do, but with that D.Va, maybe you would have been able to dive the little Widowmaker a little bit more effectively, moved in with Jordan. There's always play, and you can always look back at your game and see how you did.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yep, exactly. And
Jordan was also having some lag issues, he was saying, so that's why we ended up having to sub him out, because he said every team fight he was jumping up to 600, 700, 800 ping, and it was just
that was brutal. We saw him getting picked off by the enemy Widowmaker, which is not something we're super familiar with. The only other person we've seen really do that to Jordan has been Husky in the past. So
yeah, I haven't been able to play a whole lot with people from the team because, as I just mentioned earlier, I'm on a hotspot, and I shared data. I shared data with my mom and my brother, and we're actually kind of close to going over our limit for the cycle, and we have a week till it renews. So basically, I'm only able to get on for games. I haven't been able to make a lot of practices.
Yeah,
so that's a lack of synergy there between everyone other than me and Jordan, pretty much, because we played together on Nebulous.
Absolutely. I think you guys have a long way to go. I think you could definitely improve. You're a very strong team. You have the pieces to win. You have all the pieces you need. You have all the tools. You just need to figure out how to put them together now.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see how Viral continues to grow and change, because you've changed and grown a lot since season 1, and I'm Really looking forward to seeing you in the future. Mira, do you have anything to add or any questions to ask?
Not really, no.
Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of running the show. I just talk a lot.
No, you're fine. You did great.
All right. So I think that will just about do it.
Okay.
For this game.
Okay. Well, one thing before that.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have anything else to say.
We'll see you in finals in Perfect.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. Sounds
That's
good.
Be a
yeah.
rematch.
Bring
Okay,
back. Bring them back. They're definitely showing their colors. I think. Well, excellent game. I think we all know why you lost, though. It's because you didn't have matching icons. But
still odd about.
We did have a plan for our icons, so it just didn't work
out. Does that really count? Does that really count? Let's be honest. Obviously, it didn't, because otherwise we would have been talking to you first. Come on. All right. Yeah. Very well played games. What can I say? I was impressed with both teams. So just keep improving, and we'll see you in the finals, hopefully.
Yep.
Okay.
Guys, and that will be it for this game. I'll catch you later. We have 2 more games scheduled for today, I believe, as of right now. So stay tuned if you want to catch the other ones. And good luck, guys.
Good luck.